Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Scope. And now, here are your hosts, Jared, Adam, and Shane.
Hey everybody, welcome to episode 316 of the Scope program. Jared, Adam, and myself, Shane, we are here live in our individual studios, bringing you one of the
I'm in my study.
world's longest running podcasts. We've been doing this before. Most people didn't even know what podcasts were. You'd say, we do a podcast, and they'd say, what the hell is that? And now now everybody does a podcast.
There is a non-zero chance that we are the longest podcast that is still producing episodes.
I think I'm going to go, maybe there's a Wikipedia article, right?
Because there's definitely shows that were started before us,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them have stopped by now, right? If not all of them.
Yeah. I think we should we should look up and find that out for
That's
the next
something to
show.
look for. If we get some enterprising listeners who might want to look that up.
Yeah,
I
mean,
know.
that's
We'll see.
we've been doing this a long time, everybody. And
If we can verify that, I think we need to make a plaque.
yeah, like
That's all I'm saying.
They send, YouTube plaques for 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
We'll make our own plaque for our 6 followers and longest running show.
It'll just say, didn't know when to quit.
Didn't know when to quit. And people said that 15 years ago. Look at us. So, Adam, I got a question to ask you. Do you ever run into crazy home ownership problems with your house? Have you had like big expenditures that you were not planning for that sort of rear their ugly head? Because I'm right on the precipice of one of those right now.
Our furnace died in the middle of the winter.
I've had that.
We knew it was, soon-ish to happen, but,
Yeah.
we were like, it'll probably happen, on a cold spring day or whatever. So that was a bummer.
Yep.
How long-
I had
how
that
long
happen
did
to
it
me
take you
in January. Not this
How-
January, but in January is when mine died.
And Adam,
Yeah.
how long did it take you to get it replaced once it died?
It was actually so ours was this February,
Okay.
maybe it was March. And there is, I don't know if you guys are aware, there's a global supply chain issues still going on.
Yes. Yeah.
But so we were a little worried, but the company came out and the kind of furnace that we have or had already is a pretty standard gas line furnace. And he was like, these are just in stock. Like, we can get you these. He was telling us though that there were types that people had been waiting 6 months for.
Like
and
high
I was like,
efficiency models and stuff like that.
it's something. Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
ours was already a 95% high efficiency. So it was, I don't know what it was but yeah.
How do you wait for 6 months in the
I
winter?
asked him and he was like blankets and space heaters, it's like, what else can you do?
Oh my
When
God.
there's literally no hardware
Jeez.
to install. And so our AC was also slowly dying. So we got to do the whole package.
Well, you probably saved a little money doing it together.
Yes,
Just a little bit.
We saved money by spending $15,000.
There you go.
So
Ugh.
that I'd say in general, home ownership in general is a surprise of how expensive it is.
Mhm.
And I'm happy that we are not renting because there's, a lot of horror stories over the last couple of years of
Yeah.
people's, basically being kicked out and the rent in their area just being, skyrocketing. So I'm thankful that I don't have to deal with that. But also home
And you
ownership.
also bought before home prices got completely insane.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
A little ahead of that curve.
Yeah.
Well, this weekend, I ask you that because we have our own little issue going on here. This weekend, we were doing a little laundry and washing some clothes. And as I do, sometimes I'm just sort of in the laundry room looking around and I noticed that there was just about a half inch of water that was coming up through the bottom of the drain grate that's right there, which usually just means like, you need to have the line snaked. There's, you get it's the same line that connects from the kitchen down into the laundry room. So you're going to get food particles, you're going to get lint, you're going to get all sorts of stuff. So about 3 years ago, we had it snaked out, $150, not a problem. Didn't see any issues. So I called up a local guy that is well-versed in the houses of the area. He's been doing it for many, many years, and gets downstairs and starts snaking it. And about 5 minutes later, I walk in there and he's packing stuff up, and he's like, hate to tell you, but it looks like your pipe is degrading and collapsing in there. So I can't even snake it out. And because it's in the basement, that means that you're dealing with foundational level things like that. So we don't know. Right now, I've got a guy coming out tomorrow to sort of take a look and try to figure out what the damage is. But it certainly means that there will be jackhammering going on in our basement, in our floor. Who knows how much of the pipe is broken, what it's going to take. And when you start talking about stuff like that, you're talking, costs in the thousands rather than 100.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we've got that going, and we're sort of in the midst of our our basement renovation. Like you can see the office here, and we sort of have been working on the rest of the basement. So the one good thing is that we were just about to start looking for new carpet in the basement, and if we had that, we would have to tear all of that up and jackhammer underneath that. So one good thing, the basement looks like shit, and this is only going to add to that. So we'll see. In our next show, I'm sure I'll have the full story of what actually happens. But yeah, the first plumber I called had me freaked out, like, oh, this is going to be $10,000-$15,000. That's just the way it's going to be. The other people I've called don't seem to be quite as concerned about that. But the problem is, because it's in concrete or below concrete, they're not going to know until they actually get in there. So to be determined.
Sweet.
Yeah, Jared, what about?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's home ownership in a nutshell, right there. If it's not a furnace, it's water. If it's not that, it's something else. So, Jared,
mine is not nearly as traumatic. I've got in the bathroom, my bathroom faucet has been developing a leak over time, and is now to the point where even at its most closed, it's got a slow dribble. Just not great. You're just wasting water and heat energy because it's hot water. So
yeah,
the quick fix is you replace the cartridge. I've done this in my shower. I've done this in my kitchen sink. It's not that hard to do, but to do that, you need to be able to turn off the water. And so a couple weeks back, I went to do this. I've got the cartridges already. I saved big money at Menards and got the cartridges. It takes two. It's two different knobs. And I can turn the cold water off, but I cannot. I can turn the knob, the underneath the sink, to supposedly turn off the hot water, but there's still hot water. So I'm like, well, how do I turn off my water if the shutoff valve doesn't work? And so it took me a while, but I sort of did some Google searches and didn't really get any satisfactory results. But I sort of reasoned it out in my head, like, how do I stop hot water from getting to the faucet? And it turns out all I had to do was I just have to turn off the water supply to the hot water heater. Yeah. And because it's a system that equalizes itself, if no water's coming in, no water can come out.
Right.
It just took me a while to reason this out. So now I know what I need to do in order to make this change. Like I said, I already have the cartridges, so I just need to do the work.
You're not going to fix your hot water shut off under your sink?
That is a secondary thing that I probably would have to have a plumber do, because it's sort of outside my realm of capabilities. Right. But the short-term thing I want to fix is just get those cartridges and the faucets replaced so that I don't just have water coming out constantly. So.
Well, fingers crossed you'll get that taken care of.
Yeah, I'll probably do it this weekend.
Save a little energy, save a little time, save a little money, and away you go.
Let's take that pocket change, put it in a some sort of annuity, and save. Hopefully, get some money back, and pay for my big main drain repair that's probably in my future at some point.
Yep,
Jared. It seems like everyone has one.
Jared has the same kind of pipes as me in the house, Adam. So. Those cast iron pipes are old and shitty. So that's what happens.
Jared, when you say your main drain, I think that's something else, just so you know.
No, I'm going to get that fixed too.
Yeah, that's a lot. You know, I was driving through your guys' area. I had to go pick up Mandy from the airport, and I was struck by how much I like that town because it's like a city. You know, because everything's kind of gritty, but it's it's obviously not a real city. I mean, it's not a Minneapolis type of city.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh, okay, that's rough. So I don't like your city anymore, I guess is what it comes down to.
Yeah, I think that's it.
But if you're ever curious, you could join the Richfield Facebook group, and you can play like the occasional game of fireworks or gunshots. Which one was it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That
Mhm.
pops up a lot. You
Yeah.
hear some bang bangs, and then it's like, it's just fireworks. I saw the fireworks. And like, no, it was gunshots. Like, oh, there's a helicopter. Like, well,
Yeah. Why are
which
there
one is it?
helicopters flying over us?
Sometimes it's both.
Yep.
Well, we've got a much more interesting show than us talking about our home improvement projects. We've been doing this regularly, and I'm glad to bring it back. It's another edition of Scope Dope or Scope Nope. It's the autumnal taste test. We've got some
Ooh.
autumn twinge treats that some might be considered Halloween treats, but who's really keeping score? This is pretty
I
exciting.
think we are.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to try all this stuff. We've got some liquid refreshments, we've got some candy treats, and we'll be bringing that to the table very, very soon. We've got Adam with his coming soon. We've got all the regular bits of the scope you like. So how about this? Let's take a quick break. Let's gather ourselves up and get ready for Sugar Rush galore right after this.
I'll be right back.
Bring this down. Bring this down to a respectable level so I can talk to the people. The other fellas, they've gone off to grab their treats. I have to talk to you, and I have to somehow get you to open your pocketbooks. Folks, this show isn't free. These treats aren't free. Our time isn't free. I hope. But that's where you come in. Patreon.com/The Scope Show. You can support the show directly. You can help subsidize these tasty morsels we're about to sample and rate for your pleasure. You can pledge as little as $1 an episode. Set a monthly cap. You can cancel anytime, but we know you won't because these treats are so delicious. And you want to help us eat more, taste more, review more, and bring you that delicious, tasty entertainment that you've come to expect from the show on a semi-regular basis. The show that has been continued to go since 2006 and doesn't know when to stop. We've had occasional breaks, sure. But now I'm running out of time. Patreon.com/The Scope Show.
Hey everybody, we are back. It is the Scope episode 316. Another edition of Scope Dope or Scope Nope.
Yes.
We love it. Super, super exciting. We've got, let me count it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different foods we're going to be trying, if you want to call this stuff food. Do we call it food? I don't know.
I think it qualifies.
Okay.
I mean, I don't call drinks food, but
Okay. Well, we're
that's
going to
just
mix.
me, I guess.
Let me ask, I'm going to throw this out to the panel. Do we want to mix the drinks into the candy sampling, or do we want to do both drinks at the same time? What do you guys think?
I think we mix them up. I'm
Okay.
thirsty now, though.
Okay, well, we'll start. So, Scope Dope or Scope Nope, autumnal taste test. So, listen, with every Scope Dope or Scope Nope, we deal with at least 2 more seasonal flavors of Mountain Dew. And guess what? We're doing the same thing today. Let's start with this bad boy right here. For people who are watching this on YouTube, this is Mountain Dew Voodoo. So what is now a Halloween tradition? This is the 6th Halloween-themed Mountain Dew soda. Cloudy white in appearance with a bottle adorned with creepy graphics. You can see that. Voodoo will, as the promotional text at mountaindew.com says, cast a spell on your taste buds.
It's a number 4 right there.
Jared's got so this is the 4th Voodoo, which is a mystery flavor, but they've had 2 other Halloween themed sodas not called this. And this it's milky, cloudy white. We don't know what it tastes like. Some of the early reviews said it might be candy flavored, and candy flavor could be anything, right? I mean, there's a million different candies. But
I want to just say something. I have a friend at work who is really into the Mountain Dew seasonal flavors, let's say, and he did bring this in last month. So I have tried this before.
Okay. So let Jared and I do some of the talking. Jared,
yes, this is the zero. I have the zero sugar version. So.
Okay, so let's get a whiff of this first of all.
As always, we like to give the opening sound if we can get it.
Oh, good sound, Jared.
Oh.
So I get like a citrus hit on this.
There's definitely a citrus on the nose. Yep. I don't know. I'm getting like just kind of generic lemon lime.
Maybe that. Do you concur with that, Adam?
Yes. I don't know when Mountain Dew says, or if they say, hey, this is what the flavor was, if that's the tradition with these or whatever. I have a guess that we kind of group theorized at work, and I'm curious if you guys have the same guess.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to take a sip. Let's do this.
All right, here we go.
Sweet, citrusy. I mean, if you're thinking like online reviews of candy, maybe it's like a Sour Patch or like a sour gummy, maybe.
Yeah, I disagree it's citrusy. That's not where I would land.
Yeah, I don't. I say citrusy, but I don't really know what to call it. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's a flavor that could be citrusy, but it's not like, oh, this tastes like orange or something.
Right. It's different than when we did this last time, and it was like not grapefruit, but it was some.
Yeah.
It was grapefruit. Like it's different than that. But I agree. There's a tartness. To it.
Yeah, I'm not. It's a really hard to discern flavor. Like it's just kind of generic citrus fruit to me. It's not that dissimilar from like a Sierra Mist, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start it off.
A little disappointing.
I'm going to start it off.
Okay.
I'm going to say that with most of these Mountain Dew flavors, I don't really like them, but I kind of like this, to be honest with you. Like it seems like a flavor that's not so gimmicky that I couldn't drink this as like a lemon limes type of soda. You know, it's not weird, so weird that you're like, oh, this is fun to try, but not going to be something I drink regularly. But I kind of like this. I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know what it is, but I kind of like it. Back to you, Jared.
This one has me confused because it's not a bad flavor. It's just not a good Mountain Dew flavor. Like Mountain Dew has a certain expectation. Like it's going to be a strong flavor one way or another, and I may not agree with their choices. This is just, it's fine. It's like not, I don't think it's on brand for Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew needs to bring some sort of extreme flavor or attitude to it, and I'm not getting anything out of that. This is just fine. It's inoffensive, and for that, it's a scope nope for me.
Adam, what do you say?
So can I tell you what flavor we landed on at work?
Please do.
I like it. I like it a lot. For a gimmicky Mountain Dew, and I think it tastes like blue raspberry blow pops. I think it smells like that more than it tastes like it. That was my favorite blow pop flavor that I recall. I've definitely not had blue raspberry blow pops in a long time, so I don't know if that's true. But
when you say blue raspberry, I get that blue raspberry. I don't know if that's just me making it happen, but Once I taste it, I can make that connection for sure.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it wound up
maybe.
happening at work too. And
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's like none of us remembered who'd said it first, but then we all kind of felt like that was right. But yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it is kind of like this. I like the Sour Patch Gummy idea because it is
Yeah.
like I don't know if those have like a discernible flavor. They're just kind of that flavor.
So you just sort of triggered something. What it kind of tastes like to me, like if you have a bomb pop, right? The popsicle with the red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the white and the blue mixed together.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like to me. Which
Yeah.
the white is my favorite part of a bomb pop. So
Right. That transition.
yep.
Yeah.
It's possible I'm missing something with the no sugar version. Like it's not hitting
you
the
might
same.
Jared,
Again.
I usually drink zero sugar stuff too, and I don't know if I do this every one of these episodes, but I have the full 144% added sugars in 72 grams of added sugars. I'm shocked seeing that stat line
It's insane.
on the ingredients.
It's a lot to handle.
What
Well-
are you guys using as your palate cleanser? I've got a pretzel goldfish.
I've got just standard flavor blasted goldfish.
I completely missed the boat on that one. I guess I will just
Jared.
have to wipe down my tongue with a microfiber.
Well, we've got one scope dope so far. Interesting. We're going to jump to the next candy.
I forgot to.
Thank you.
It's dope.
The first candy that full disclosure, I have eaten many of these, so I will be the last person to comment on this. I'm talking about these delightful Vampire Hershey's Kisses. And because I'm lazy, I pulled a lot of this text right from the promotional websites, and they write it way better than I do. Here we go. This Halloween, a whole bunch of people will be tapping into their inner vampire and experiencing love at first bite.
Put my camera on auto mode, so now it should autofocus on
First bite. That's because Hershey's Kisses milk chocolate filled with strawberry creme or cream with vampire foils, that's this vampire foil that says Dracula, are wonderful.
Doesn't say Dracula, it just has bats on it.
Right. Okay, so we're opening this up. We're looking at it. It looks like a typical filled Hershey's Kiss, which is like that smooth chocolate. So like if you get anything with the standard Hershey's Kisses sort of has that matte look. It's not so
I got to
smooth.
do the influencer.
These are
hand.
these are glossy.
Glossy. You take a bite and it's full of bright red cream.
I do not like chocolate and fruit. Now I like strawberries and I like chocolate, so I'm curious.
Okay. Like I said, I've had a number of these. So I will comment last. Adam, since you actually had some of that Mountain Dew before and you couldn't really comment on it, I'm going to let you start this off. This is the first time you've ever had this?
I have.
Okay.
We have a desk at work where people just put candy and stuff, and this has been there. But again, since I do not like chocolate and fruit, and because Mandy's allergic to berries, I tend to just unless I have a reason, not eat berry stuff.
Wow.
I do not like this. I also don't like the consistency of the strawberry stuff, the liquidy stuff inside. I don't know, other than nuts, I don't know that I like any of the filled Kisses.
What about like the caramel filled? I love those.
Yeah, I guess I do. And those are kind of more liquidy than
they're almost
most.
like a Rolo.
Yeah.
It's like a Rolo.
And I like Rolos too. Yeah, that's true. Caramel Caramel is an exception, I guess.
Okay.
So yeah, I do not like this.
Okay, Jared, we got one scope. Nope. What do you say about this?
I love these. These are fantastic. I like a chocolate covered cherry.
Yeah,
is like one of my favorites, and this is in that realm, but it's strawberry, and it's doing good for me. My only real disappointment is that if you see on the bag, the giant enlarged for detail Kiss has Dracula fangs.
I love a good flang.
Dracula fangs. And in real life, no Dracula fangs. So that's my only disappointment.
Wow.
Flavor wise, this is The balance is there for me. Fruit and chocolate is a great pairing, unlike what Adam says. I'm gonna eat these probably all night long and die happy.
Be sick to your stomach. Well, so I guess that leaves me to cast the deciding vote. Which makes sense because I've had a number of these. So I'm going to talk about the presentation first of all, Adam. When you bite into it, I mean, it's the perfect looking vampire kiss, right? That cream in the middle is red. It's not like it looks like blood, which I think that is a big pro. And it's maybe
I'm gonna have another one to look because I don't think I paid that much attention.
Yeah, look at it. I mean, it's red. They're not playing with that color red. It is red.
I forgot that I'm colorblind. So
I forgot too. So that being said, however, because it is a strawberry cream, I actually think that the cream on the inside is underflavored. Like when Jared said it, I loved strawberry, or I love cherry covered chocolate. Well, that could very well be cherry for all we know. It's just red, and I think that it is subdued. Too much. Like I think it needs more strawberry flavor.
I like a subtle flavor. I like a flavor that you need to search for a little bit.
Well, that being said, I probably had like 10 of these things, and I like them enough to go back into the candy drawer every once in a while to get them. I will give it a subdued scope dope. I didn't love them like Jared. I didn't dislike them like Adam. I was definitely right in the middle. I think that it's a good addition to the Halloween pantheon of Hershey's Kisses. They just need to add a little bit more strawberry flavor, and they got me. And vampire fangs. So let's have a quick palate cleanser, and we're going to go on to our next candy.
I'm sure you noticed,
will be
but
Mountain Dew Voodoo.
There's no there's no strawberries in there in the ingredient list, but there's like yet nothing even like vaguely strawberry like. It is just chocolate with high fructose corn syrup inside of it that for whatever reason tastes like strawberries.
The best they could do would be fake strawberry flavoring, and there's not even a lot of that in there.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got 2 brands of Kit Kats. The first we're going to try is probably would be considered their overall fall seasonal Kit Kat is the pumpkin pie Kit Kat. As we remember, we've done cinnamon Kit Kats. We've done gingerbread Kit Kats, I think. So there's been many flavors, but this is the first pumpkin pie. So this is probably in a pumpkin pie spice type of realm. Let's read the promotional text, shall we? Hey, Adam.
Yeah, two different flavors, 2 colors.
Finally, a pie you can enjoy without doing the dishes. God, these guys are good. Kit Kat pumpkin pie miniatures are an enchantingly delicious combination of crisp wafers and pumpkin pie flavored cream. Hand them out on Halloween night or stock your candy dishes with these limited edition treats. So here we go. Let's open it up. Let's see if it looks like a regular Kit Kat or if it's orange. Or somewhere in between. Oh, look at this.
So they went for a white chocolate base.
And it looks like pumpkin pie filling when you look at it. A little gold bar.
It smells like a candle.
It's the pumpkin. On that smell, that pumpkin flavor is strong.
Yeah, we're getting some Yankee Candle vibes here.
Adam's already eating it. Let's look at his face.
Okay. I'm going to say this as someone that likes pumpkin pies.
Yeah.
I like cheap, shitty pumpkin pies. Just fine. This does not taste good. You know what does taste good? A normal fucking Kit Kat. I would trade 100 of these for one of those. I'm not finishing this one.
Okay. I'm going to eat the second one because I have 2 of them here.
Oof.
Jared, your comments.
I'm utterly confused by this.
Yeah.
Because the scent that hits you when you open it is just like, pow, pumpkin pie. You're expecting it. And then you taste it, And you're like, where did the pumpkin pie go? This just tastes like a white chocolate Kit Kat with maybe a hint of pumpkin spice somewhere buried deeply inside. I don't think it tastes bad outright. Like, I'm not disgusted by it. I am disappointed because
I feel like mine has a lot of pumpkin pie spice.
I'm not getting any, like almost no taste off of it. Maybe I have COVID. I don't know. But I'm smelling it really strongly and I'm not tasting it.
I'm having another sip of Mountain Dew.
It's really weird.
So I don't know if you guys
I will still eat this entire bag at some point, but
is it a scope nope or a scope dope for you, Jared?
I mean, if I'm judging it on empty calories, it's a scope dope, but that's not the criteria. That's not the rubric.
Is it a good
This is a good
candy?
treat. Does it meet what is the expectation from the packaging? This is a scope nope for me.
Yeah. So the one thing that neither of you mentioned on this that I am getting very, very heavy taste from this is almost like a chemical flavor.
Mm-mm.
Like it's that pumpkin pie flavoring is so artificial. There's almost like a deep chemical flavor that I can't explain. It's like medical supplies or something. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so off-putting that it just overwhelms any sort of the good flavor that would go with it. It was a little less as I ate the second one, but that's why I had to eat the second one, because there was something so weird about that first one.
Yeah, I'm not getting any chemical taste, but I'm just not getting that flavor. Like, I was promised a strong flavor from the scent, and it just didn't deliver in the mouth.
Okay, well, that's an easy scope nope.
That's disappointing.
All right.
I really was expecting that to like that. Now, generally, I don't like white chocolate as much as regular chocolate, milk chocolate, so
I'm going to put this out to the board. We've got another Kit Kat and we've got another Mountain Dew. Which one do you guys want to do first?
I think we stay in the Kit Kat realm and close with that Mountain Dew.
All right, you good with
I like
that, Adam?
I like the bracket.
Sounds great.
All right, so this is a good one. This is one I'm actually really excited to try.
Same.
This is called the Witch's Brew Kit Kat. It was a Halloween treat. I don't think you can get them now, but you might be able to get them on clearance at some places. Here's the promotional text at Hershey.com. When it's Halloween, you need a break. Turn to Kit Kat crisp wafers in cream with Witch's Brew foils. Serve them up to trick-or-treaters, and they'll be cackling with delight. Or place them in your Halloween party tray and listen to your guest chance change from double, toil and trouble to Kit Kat, may I please have some more of that? Yeah, that's what they said. So to get specific in terms of what this is, it is crispy wafers and marshmallow flavored cream, naturally and artificial flavored. And I think when we open it up, we're going to get a good visual surprise of what it looks
Now,
like.
the word is accented, so I believe it's pronounced creme.
Oh, is it creme?
Yes, they're fancy.
Okay, so this is what I thought it would look like. You open it up and it looks like witch's skin, or really like a minty Kit Kat. You can see that here. It's that
I got to do the break in advance.
which is green. And it also looks like it's taking on the new standard with Kit Kat, which is they put one less wafer in it. So the Kit Kats are actually a little thinner.
Oh, look at that.
And so you get more chocolate to wafer ratio, which I don't know if I like that. But that's called them downsizing and cheaping out on us. Smelling it smells like
What
marshmallow.
am I smelling?
It smells like marshmallow cream to me. It smells like marshmallow.
No, this doesn't smell like marshmallow.
It smells like scratch. It smells like scratch and sniff marshmallow. That's what it smells like.
Yeah.
I'm getting like a weird, maybe I have a weird bag because I'm getting a slightly vegetal smell.
Jared's going to be a vegetal show?
Vegetal smell. Like there's something, it could just be the green that's throwing me off.
Jared needs to take a
I'm
COVID
getting a
test.
slight marshmallow, but I don't know. Let's try this.
All right, you bite in. It seems like it has the typical Kit Kat center, right, Adam?
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about this. I will say once again, it is not as good as a normal Kit Kat.
No.
I like marshmallows. This doesn't taste like a marshmallow, though.
It tastes like fake marshmallow. That's what it tastes like.
I mean, like all marshmallows are fake marshmallows.
Yeah, but I mean, like, where has there ever been a candy or something like that that tastes like a marshmallow out of a bag? You know, a real marshmallow. It doesn't exist. Like there's sort of an approximation.
So I wanted
like
to compare. Mandy got me this in Sonoma
What
on
is
her
that?
trip. It's chocolate with marshmallow
Mm-hmm.
fluff and macadamia nuts in it, just as like a point of comparison. I wonder which one will be better.
Well,
This one.
while you're starting it off, or while you're talking, I'm gonna start this sucker off. I think this is 100 times better than the pumpkin pie Kit Kat. Number one. I get a strong fake marshmallow flavor. I think that it lives up to the billing of what they said it would be. The flavor is mellow, so you're not getting anything abrasive. That marshmallow flavor is just there. It's strong, but it's because marshmallow in itself is not as particularly exuberant flavor or whatever. It just is that. The inside tastes like a Kit Kat, and while I certainly wouldn't eat these things regularly, to replace my regular Kit Kats, as Adam said, for a novelty flavor for Kit Kats, for a Halloween flavor, I think they're great. I give it an enthusiastic scope dope.
I think 100 times better is a strong assessment. But I will say this is a better tasting of the two Kit Kat flavors we've tried. I'm still not loving the smell. It's gotten a little perfumey on me now. Maybe that's what I'm smelling. I'm not really getting marshmallow on it, and I'm only getting a marginal marshmallow flavor off of it. It's a very mellow taste, but I'm enjoying it.
All right. So scope dope.
I think I'm scoped dope on this, yeah.
It's fine.
Adam?
Yeah, it's fine. Like, I put it at the bottom level of acceptable.
So we span the gamut of scope dope, but we've got universal appeal for this one.
Mm-hmm. Some of the bites taste like a dry Lucky Charms marshmallow. So
yeah, that's fair.
That makes me feel like it is more marshmallowy than I was getting at first.
Yeah. Well, I will say out of all of the seasonal Kit Kats that I have had, I still like the lemon one the best. The lemon meringue one, that's my favorite one. But this would probably be second for the ones that I've had, and that's pretty high praise, I think. So everybody, let's clear that palate. Eat your chips. Drink some more Mountain Dew, Jared. Whatever you got to do. Now we go for the Coupe de Gracie.
I didn't realize we were 100% in the Hershey Company.
Yeah,
family of treats.
I didn't find any other seasonal things that were exciting. Just a shout out to everybody. I'm already looking for Thanksgiving and Christmas things. So if you guys see anything or you hear about it,
yeah, I'm sure there'll be plenty of options.
Let me know. I think that did we do 2 episodes last year? We could easily do 2 episodes this year. So
yeah,
get ready for
a doubleheader.
Get ready for a fun December. But hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We got one last Mountain Dew, and this one is less seasonal and just more exclusive. It's called Purple Thunder, and it has been available since April 2022 in select stores across the country. Here in Minnesota, I found them in the Holiday Station stores, which is like a gas station, like a Speedway, or I don't know where other places, a 7-Eleven. I don't know for sure. But this Mountain Dew is described as tasting like a blast of berry plum. So that means berries and plum. Exactly what they said. It's a cool looking Mountain Dew, is it not? It's kind of got that purple look to it, almost like a Gatorade.
If you look at the artwork, you can see berries and plums have sort of teamed up in a motorcycle sidecar situation. They're like a biker gang.
They're a biker gang. Because that's the only way you could ever make plums tough.
Yeah, they're roaming the streets.
All right, I'm cracking this open.
It is pungent.
You got the
Whoa.
smell.
That smell comes.
Oh, hell.
That smell comes out.
Oh
quick.
my! Let me.
Woo!
I mean, it's vaguely fruity, but I mean, to be fair, I have no idea what a plum smells like. Nobody knows what a plum smells like.
No one's eaten a plum in 40 years.
Yeah, even if they've eaten them, they don't know what they smell like. So my guess is that we're going to get a lot of berry in this. That's my guess. And you're looking at it and you're thinking this should be a grape soda right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So expectations are all over the place. Let's dive in, boys. My.
It's just not what I want in a soda.
No.
Um,
I'm going to tell you guys what I think about berries. The only berry flavor I really like is strawberry. Anything that's like a blueberry or a blackberry or even a raspberry, not my favorite in a soda. And this is definitely not of the strawberry kind, right? It tastes like like you get yogurt, you get berry yogurt, and they just mix all the berries together, and then that's what you get. That's what this sort of tastes like. And then there's this weird other taste that I'm assuming is their artificial plum that I don't, but it's so more berry than plum. I would definitely not drink the soda regularly.
I don't think plum is a strong enough flavor to kind of compete or even complement what's going on here. It's just sort of
just have a plum soda, right?
It's just not really there. I don't think plum is a strong enough flavor to be able to carry its own soda, though. So I mean, I guess that's why you pair it with a berry, but then it just sort of
like why in the first place?
It's sort of like the berries just sort of taking charge, even though clearly from the artwork the plum should be in charge. I'm not.
Well, they're bigger. I mean, I think that's just a size thing,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if anything, the berry is the boss, and they're being chauffeured.
Yeah.
By the plum.
I think you can interpret it that way.
And they're driving on Route 51. What's the meaning of 51?
Again, it's not like retch inducing. It's not bad, but it's not good. It's not one I would ever go to again, and it's one I'm going to probably sip on over the course of the next 2 weeks until this bottle's gone.
All right, so Mountain Dew Purple Thunder, I think it is universally a scope nope, odd flavors, weird execution, and I think the reality is nobody likes generic berry flavor. Come on, do better.
Or plum. Such a weird choice.
Yep. So going back and recapping all the stuff we've had, I think we've got, 2 decent scope dopes with the Mountain Dew Voodoo. Adam and I really liked that. Jared was tepidly positive on it. We gave another mediocre scope dope to the Hershey Vampire Kiss. Heavy dope nope. Scope. I can't even say it. Scope nope.
A scope nope dope. Triple dope nope.
A triple nope to that pumpkin pie Kit Kat. I had flavors of chemicals that I cannot explain, but it felt like medical waste in my mouth. I don't really understand that. Jared smelled a lot of candle-like pumpkin scent, but did not get enough of that flavor in it. Adam hated it. He could barely finish it. But the other Kit Kat, the Witch's Brew, that I give that a strong scope dope. I think everybody else liked it, but I thought it was fantastic, and I think that the marshmallow flavor was spot on. And then the Mountain Dew Purple Thunder, kick it back to the curb. We don't need it.
More losers than winners, I think.
More losers than winners, and that's okay. We'll find out, because special flavors galore are coming our way. We will keep reviewing them as long as these companies keep producing them. So let's wrap this sucker up, and let's finish up with a little coming soon and the end of the show. So we'll be back right after this, everybody.
You're listening to The Scope. Under the Scope.
Yes, indeed. It's coming soon with Adam. All right, Adam. What are we? 2 weeks into November here?
Yeah, I'm going with the 18th. Basically, is what I'm starting from. So
Kick it
just
off there.
the last half of November, we'll say.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So movies. This is exciting. There's a lot of good stuff coming out here.
Okay.
Now, not joking, the one I'm maybe the most excited for, it's not true, but it's up there, is Disenchanted. Now, maybe I'm misremembering the first one, but I, in my mind, loved Enchanted. Now, I really like Amy Adams.
Yep.
Maybe that's just why. Maybe that was the first movie I saw that I remember her being in.
Okay.
Anyway, this is the sequel to that movie, Enchanted.
Isn't Patrick Dempsey in that film as well?
He's in this one too.
Yeah.
Bring him back, McDreamy. Come on,
Yeah.
let's do it. I mean, I'm most excited because how did John Travolta pronounce her name? Adina Mazuga is also
Adele Dazeem. He said Adele Dazeem.
He didn't get one of the names right. They weren't
Not even close.
yeah. So Adina Menzel is in this. Maya Rudolph. Anyway, it's like the first one was. She is a princess.
Please welcome
and
the
comes.
wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
People are like, should I clap at that?
He's got the weirdest look on his face, too. It's
The
crazy.
wickedly talented. We see what you did there, John Travolta.
Please
I don't-
welcome the wickedly talented one and only Adele Dazeem.
Wickedly.
Oh, my
That's how Adam
goodness.
says that word. Wickedly.
That's why I don't say that word because it comes out weird. So that's coming out. The Menu, which I don't know what this movie's about, but I've seen a bunch of trailers for, or I guess the one trailer for it. This is like the people are invited to a mysterious dinner and
A lot of rich people.
Yeah,
And
Ray
one
Fiennes.
person that shouldn't be there, like the every woman, and it's
Yeah.
To me, it's pretty clear that they're eating people.
Anya Taylor-Joy, every woman.
Yeah, she's everybody. They're eating people. That's what I think, and she
Please
discovers the
welcome
secret.
the
Please welcome the wickedly.
But I don't know. It looks interesting. What else? She Said, which is the Me Too movie.
Okay.
I don't remember what Slumberland is, but it's a Jason Momoa movie.
Clearly, it's about furniture
What else?
shopping.
Obviously.
Clearly.
That's a regional
that's-
joke, Adam.
Why?
Isn't Slumberland just regional?
Why?
I don't know. I doubt
Why
it.
is it a joke? That's a good
Yeah.
question.
That's the fair.
Let's see.
fair
I think
question.
the one I'm actually most excited for, probably all of us, is the Knives Out sequel.
Mhm.
Glass Onion.
Yep.
So maybe that was the only other one. There's 3 Christmas movies all coming out on a day here, and
goodness.
yeah, I meant to look this up. What's that Noah Baumbach movie? White Noise. I don't know. There's an Adam Driver and Noah Baumbach and his wife Greta Gerwig are in some movie about premise.
I don't know.
Professor of Hitler Studies at the College on the Hill
Oh, fun.
is torn asunder by the airborne toxic event, a cataclysmic train accident that casts chemical waste all over his town. All right. Well, anyway.
So it's a laugh
that
riot.
Movies. Music. Who we got here? Disturbed. So that's that. Neil Young and Crazy Horse. Nickelback. This is just the hits keep on coming here. Maybe that's it. The Wombats, I know them. The Doors, perfect. That's kind of it. I guess we're done with music for the year at this point.
Sounds about right.
And let's see. Now we are into the big stuff. We've got video games. So we have the PC port of Miles Morales. We have the next Pokemon mainline entries, Scarlet and Violet. We have
Mm-hmm.
2. River City Girls 2. River City Girls 2 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 River City I guess it's really just December 2nd. So I'm going to cheat a little bit
Okay.
and assume we're not going to do one until then. So the Callisto Protocol is like the spiritual successor to Dead Space by the people that made the original Dead Space games, which a lot of people liked a lot. Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is
that really
kind of like
coming out?
Yeah.
They're really going to get that out.
Yeah, that's like a an XCOM game with Marvel characters.
Doesn't interest me at all, by the way.
No,
Zero
did you like
interest.
You didn't like XCOM?
I don't really like those kind of games.
Okay,
or I just don't really play them. So,
and Need for Speed Unbound, and this is one of the Need for Speeds that's being developed by Criterion Games, which was the Burnout studio. So if you were a fan of Burnout,
can't we just make more cool Burnout games? That's what I want. Why are they not doing that? Those are the best driving games.
I don't know.
Crash
so what
into
I did
things,
was
do a crash course, do all that stuff.
Yeah. With my Steam Deck, it has turned basically into a Xbox and PS2 emulation machine. So I'm just playing the Burnout games, and that's all I want to do anymore.
Can you play Dreamcast on your Steam Deck?
The Dreamcast emulation scene, I guess, is just not very advanced. There is a Dreamcast emulator. It does work. I don't know what the performance is like.
What about N64?
Yes, N64 is totally fine.
How much does Steam Deck cost?
Really wants to leave.
The low end one is $3.99.
Look at him back there. Look at this guy.
He wants out.
You're stuck.
Very subtle hints.
He's like, this show is so boring. All right, Adam. You did it. Anything else? Can I wrap it up?
Yes.
Cats derail everything, don't they? Well...
Under the scope.
All right, Jared. Let's get through this without audio breaking.
We can only hope.
Let me introduce the wickedly talented Jeremy Reinman.
The wickedly talented. Oh, he knew his world hurt when he was saying that. He was just doing his best.
Yeah,
folks.
We're very timely on our comedy, by the way. I mean, what was that like 2008?
Right on top of it.
Whenever Frozen came out, probably around then.
You got any treats that you had this holiday or this Halloween or autumn season that you liked, didn't like, wanted us to taste, but we didn't? Let us know. Comments at thescopeshow.com is the email. 612-21-SCOPE. That is 612-217-2673. That is the voicemail line. Let your voice be heard and possibly be replayed on the show. You can also reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter. Those links are at our website at thescopeshow.com. If you'd like to watch the show, if you want to see the products we tasted, you want to see the consternation on our face as we tasted them and come to our, no doubt, controversial opinions, you can see that all on youtube.com/thescopeshow. That is our YouTube channel. If you want to support the show, because you know these treats are not free, as I mentioned earlier in the episode, patreon.com/thescopeshow is the place to give. It is the giving season, or at least we're upon the giving season, so maybe you'll want to sign up. Or when you're shopping for the holidays, do it at Amazon, but do it from our link at thescopeshow.com/Amazon.
When you're buying that air fryer, when you're buying that microfiber cloth that Jared loves to snack on.
Yes. Maybe you're buying a SSD for your new PS5 because the storage they give you out of the box is not enough for more than like 2 games.
You need to buy Shane a Steam Deck with marginal Dreamcast emulation. You go right there.
Yeah. Back to you, Shane.
Fantastic. Well, guys, this was a gauntlet of a show, was it not? We ate a lot of weird stuff.
Technical problems that you will not see because I'll cut them all out, but yeah.
Fantastic. Well, these are always my favorite shows, these taste tests. I look forward to more of them. I want to wish everyone the happiest of whatever holidays pass up, and we will, let's wrap this up, Jared. I think we'll be back in a few weeks after this and get into that holiday season. So until then, bye for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves once again at the end. I hope you've enjoyed our time together. I know I have.
Fear not, Scope Faithful. The days shall pass as if they were but a moment, and Jared, Adam, and Shane will return with another thrilling episode. Until then, send your comments to comments@thescopeshow.com or leave a voicemail message by dialing
612-21-SCOPE. That's 612-217-2673.
Thanks for listening, faithful fans. This is Tony Partington saying sayonara. Tune in next time to another terrific edition of The Scope.